I'm here with Fani Lungu, and he's the owner of Auto Bike Saloon. Fani, what do you do here? What is this about?
No, we specialize, Auto Bike Saloon specialized on restoration of the windshield of motorcycles, the screen visors of helmets, and the headlights of motorbikes, plus the headlights of cars, and any other spec material the windshield of the windscreen of the caravans as well. We do them.
And how did this come about? Why did you decide to do this specifically?
Well, we were doing headlights before, headlights of cars, and then one customer saw the bike written, and then he called me, and then he said he wants to see me. And then I went to his house, and then in his house, he showed me, he bought a brand new BMW motorbike, but it fell. Within 2 days it arrived, and then it has scratches. It has an extension. It was a screen like this with an extension. So he said the extension on its own in BMW wanted for 1,500, and then for this it was around 7,000 because it's a huge screen. So he said to me, "Can you do this?" I said, "No, I can't." And then he insisted. He kept on insisting, and then it took me something like 4 months or 5 months to perfect it. And then when I perfected it, he started to introduce me to other people.
Aha. So how long has this journey been?
The journey started in 2013, but I failed to do it then. 2014, it started to get better.
Okay.
And then 2015, and then it started to be solid. Yeah, where I started to work with the BMW dealerships. They called me at BMW, not site BMW in 4 weeks. And then when I arrived, they called the guy by Waimet, who was a Gauteng Central chairman. He came there, and then he said they have to test me. And then he said they must give me a screen visor, and then they must give me one shield. They had a shield, I don't have it here. They brought that shield, it was damaged, both of them. And then we took it. But now I knew a little bit what must I do. Yeah. So it took us, I think, 4 days, both of them, to perfect it, both of them. Then we took it back there, and then they were shocked. And then they started saying I must look for a place. By then I thought the bikers were whites only, because it was not a thing that I know. So I work in the township, so I realized that, since the bikers are whites, you see, I'll have a problem. So now I must look for the place. And then I went to Frededorp. I don't know, you know Frededorp in Bramfontein, next to, there's a telecom building, station, Bramfontein station. That area they call Frededorp.
And then, Baba, when somebody brings you, either a visor or a windshield, or a light, how long does it take for you to repair it?
Normally, I say to the customer, it's 48 hours normally, but within 12 hours it's finished. Wow. So we wrap it and then they come. So I used to go and collect and deliver, but now I decided no, they must come physically because it takes a lot of time.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you need to dedicate your time to repairing.
To repairing, yeah.
Okay, well, I'd like to see how you work. So take us through. Tell me about this incubation project. What is it and what is it supposed to do for you?
The incubation, they give me like a support, a full support. They appointed a coach for me, they paid. They appointed a mentor for me, they paid. And then they do help me with marketing as well, like the flyers, they did the flyers for me. And the CEO and her team here, Jenny, we always review every Friday before Saturday what's the strategy, next strategy. So when we re-strategize everything along with the action coach, it stays in Palito in Durban. What we decided that we need to go down to to the customers. But to realize that how big are the blacks, I didn't have statistics. So as I was working, I thought the white people that time, they are the main people. And then only to realize that blacks, they buy more bikes than the whites now.
Wow.
Demographics have changed, are changing. So the whites, the only people that it's up and coming. So I had to shift because of the demographics. So to concentrate more on the blacks. So I started to go to Soweto, Soshanguve, Mabopane, Atteridgeville, Tema in Springs, to go to and meet the guys to present. I was in Kagiso last time, and then to meet the guys there, to show them. So the guys are interested, and then they started saying I should attend more day jolts. So they've given me their calendars. And then this week I'll be meeting, I met Mr. King Donuts as well.
And now, what is the future of this operation? Because I see now, you are one person who is doing this, and you also realize that, it's more black people that are getting into the biking industry, So what's the future?
The future is bright because the motorbikes are 10% plus size of the cars. When you compare the cars, motorbikes are still 10% size of the cars. So the laws are changing in motorbikes by the government because we're stiffer. That's why you saw a lot of people, it was difficult for them to go to bikes. But with Mr. King Donuts involved with training the people on bikes, and the laws were changed. They've been changed. And then now people more and more are taking licenses, learners. They are moving into the side of motorbikes. And I see me training a lot of people, young people, the unemployed, especially the disadvantaged. So we'll be doing a pinpointing. There's a orphanage home that I'm trying to, in fact, I've already spoken to them last year. I just needed to settle, whereby they train the orphans, and then I'll go there and move in and give them the skill from headlights, from this helmet was damaged as well, this side. So from all those things, restoration of helmets, screen visors, and any other perspective, even the aircraft windshield that did it. And they couldn't believe here in Lanzeria Airport. So what I'm saying, it's a big thing because it involves any perspective material.